What's going on? We'll do another trade recap. Trade recap for this week. Not this week, sorry. Just today. I don't know why I said this week. But so on the left, I've got the full NASDAQ contract as well as all the high time frame markings, and then on the right we have the executions for the day. So let's go over each trade. So on the first trade, we got this beautiful 1 minute inversion to the upside here. And then on this one, I ended up going break even at this wick, just simply because I didn't really like how this was a high resistance target here. This wick is definitely high resistance. I didn't like that really, so I just kind of I only took one contract and I just went break even early. I didn't trust it very much, but it held this little 1 minute here, and I never got stopped out of break even, which is beautiful. And then on the left over here, you can see we were delivering from midnight open at the same time. So we came off midnight open, 1 minute version to the upside, boom, done. Closed a little bit early when ES had taken this high. So SMT at the high, I closed. Then this was the first loss of the day. If we go on the 2 minute here, I took this 2 minute to the upside, and I expected at least our break even right here to get hit. But my issue with where I went wrong with this is I longed when we had an completely unmitigated 15-minute gap, which was this big candle here. So it just wasn't really the time to long. But I didn't mind it as a trade. I'd give it a B+. Next trade. This one was, I really like this trade in hindsight. Because if we were going to go higher on the day, we would have inversed this 1 minute here. We would have inversed this 1 minute here because we were also coming off of this 15 minute right here. This big 15 minute. So I was thinking like, okay, if we're going to go long, we would do it here. And so once we started wicking into this and respecting it, we put in this 1 minute order block and this 30-second inversion to the downside right here. So this right here, in my opinion, was actually a really solid trade, because we put in the 1 minute order block on the downside, and then we also, with that, put in a 30-second inversion. We came back up to the 1 minute, held it, and then delivered where I had my final take profit down at this. But I ended up closing early, as you can see, just because I second guessed myself, and it just wasn't great position management on my side. But then I took this loss. This loss was not a great loss. I think I got in on this 30-second. It wasn't even a full inversion. I honestly shouldn't have got it, but pretty much we swept these highs to the left here. And at this point, I had expected lower prices because we had inversed a giant 15 minute. And so I was like, okay, we're going to deliver lower. So I waited for a slight retrace, got in on a 30-second inversion. But little did I know the true manipulation, which was right here, was still to come, and that's what I caught. Caught this 2 minute to the downside. I entered early because of the momentum, and I knew we were going to close. Got in early. Full TP down where? Down at this 1 hour gap right here. Right there. So overall, really good trading day. Really happy with how I traded. Only thing I could have done better is not second guess myself on this right here and close early. That would have secured me more. And then I could have avoided this loss here. But apart from that, I'm really happy with how I traded, and I'll be back next week.